Hello boys and girls, and welcome to Art at TASPA with Mr. Phillips. Today we're going to talk about and learn how to create a landscape. A landscape is a depiction of a natural scenery in art. Another example would be a seascape. A seascape is a picture of the water. So for today, we will need a pencil, an eraser, a Sharpie or a black marker, or even a black colored pencil or crayon to outline your lines, and something to color with. I have here some colored pencils I may use. You could use watercolors, markers, crayons, any of that. Okay, Mr. Phillips has his sheet tall. He's got his pencil ready. And the first thing we're going to do is start in our background. That means the furthest to the top of the paper. And we'll draw, I'm gonna make a hill scene or landscape. So I'm just gonna draw some kind of lines that go down and maybe all the way across. And I kind of want another hill here. So I'm gonna put another one here. And maybe there's a hill that comes off this. And I'll put another whole long line all the way down and across. And like I said, mine's gonna be on rolling hills, so I'm gonna put some of those. So I've done my background. Maybe I'll put a small sun up here far away. And some clouds. And remember, clouds are just those bumpy lines. The main thing we're learning about this lesson is how to use lines to show space. And this is showing space because we've got all these layers, and that leads us to believe this is further away than what is up front. This is called the foreground, remember? We have a midground and we have a background. I want to put some roads in, maybe. This is hills with some roads, so I'm going to add a road here that goes up and over the hill, and maybe it comes up and over this hill too. Now, one thing to remember is the further the things get back, the smaller they get. So this road now that goes up this hill, it's gonna be real tiny. So I'm gonna draw it real thin because it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And maybe at the top of this road, there's a house up on the hill. Of course, you need the door to go in. Something else we can do is we can put some trees if we want. And now trees up front are going to be bigger than the trees in the back. So if I put some trees up here, they're going to be larger than those that are back here on this hill. These will be a little smaller because they're further away. Remember, this is called perspective. And so these trees are going to be real small. And back here, maybe I'll just draw the indications of trees. I'd like a window here, I think. And this road also gets bigger as it comes closer to us. And maybe it's real big when it gets up here. A nice country house landscape. Oh, we could put a little chimney on here if we wanted. Maybe I'll put some more trees over here. And I want this hill actually to go straight across. I don't like it how it bent so much. It didn't look real like I wanted it to. So maybe I got some more trees here. If our trees are here, they're about the same size as this tree. So I'm going to keep it close to that size. I'd like to do 2 of them over here, I think. Let me bring these trees, these like bushes that are far away. These are a lot of trees up on the hill. They're just pushed together so they make one shape. Maybe another tree here too, just to fill in our space. So this tree is going to be a little smaller than this one and a little bigger than this one because it's in between. You could get fancy and you could add like a fence if you wanted. So maybe there's a fence here. So I'd draw my vertical lines. Then I could just draw my horizontal lines that go next to it, making my nice fence. And maybe the fence is broken down. Maybe it's old, so it's broke. All right, next what we'll do is we'll take our Sharpie and we'll go over those lines. Okay, now let's add some color. I'm gonna do my sky blue. So I'm gonna color in all this sky. And when I color, I kind of just do all one direction. So in this, I'm kind of keeping an angled direction. I'm coloring in an angle in all of it. Now I want to do my sun. I'll make that yellow. I'm gonna add a little orange to it though. Okay. Now trees that are further away are a little lighter, believe it or not, than trees that are closer. So I'm gonna color these ones this lighter green. You do what you can with the colors you have. And I'm gonna start coloring these fields a little lighter. So I'm just gonna go over these light. Oop, I gotta switch sides of my pencil. Ooh. Okay, I'll make my little farmhouse red. Maybe I'll make that door brown. I'm also gonna go in and go ahead and do the bottoms of my trees, the trunks, brown while I'm at it. And I can do my fence brown over the black if I want. You could always just leave it black. And another thing that's brown is our roads. I'm gonna make them dirt roads. Oh, gotta be more careful towards the edge. And I'm gonna take some of this dark green and start doing some of these trees, the tops of them. And I'm gonna go ahead and do some more field. And I need to sharpen my pencil. I'm gonna go ahead and do this field that's closer to me, darker green. I paper wants to keep flopping up. So I would fill in all the rest of this, my greens. If you have you could always do one like a field. So I could take a couple of colors and make this one maybe a field of hay or something. Well, that's not exactly hay color, but I'm gonna just mix up some colors here to create a field. And I might have to put some brown over it just to give it that hay look. Yeah. It's fun to experiment. Maybe you want them all purple because they're lavender fields. Maybe I'll do that with one. Maybe this field will all be a lavender, which is a flower that smells good. So maybe these are lavender fields. Maybe you just want to make them colorful fields. You can color them any color you want. That can be fun. Rainbow fields, or maybe you just want them all green. That's up to you, however you want to do this. That's the great thing about being artists. We have that choice of how we want our art to look in the end. And that choice is ours. Let me finish up this field. I don't know how well I need to sharpen my pencils. I should have had a pencil sharpener close by, but it's in the other area. And I'm going to do this last part green, just like I had planned. So we have some hay, and then we have some lavender fields, and then we have green grass pastures, maybe for our animals. And of course, I would normally color a little better. I'm just trying to get this done for your sake, so you can see the overall idea of how to create a landscape. So I, of course, am not spending as much time as you should on your art. I'm just trying to quickly give you an idea of what you can create using the idea of a landscape. Okay, that looks pretty good. I hope to see pictures of your landscape. Post them on our Schoology boards. I'd love to see them. Until next time, this is Mr. Phillips. Bye-bye.